30-year-old 944 S2.
Yep.
A 3-liter 4-cylinder engine.
Biggest displacement up until last year. Cadillac CT4 and CT5. Now with a 3.3 liter 4-cylinder. Turbocharged. No mid-range torque.
I think the thing that breaks me is 30 years old.
It's been looked after. It's a big thing.
That's true.
And it's VW. So there's a lot
That's
of quality.
true. But this is
But it's owned, this engine was only ever produced for Porsche. It's not like it's a shared engine.
Yeah.
944 is the Ventula and the normal 944 are shared engines with VW. This is just for Porsche.
But this, this shape was a bit ahead of its time 30 years ago because it wasn't all that popular.
No, but today the popularity is growing.
Yeah, and weirdly enough, I think this is an absolute beautiful car.
But isn't it?
The lines and everything.
Isn't it that a lot of times the cars that are not popular at the time that they are launched become very popular 30 years later?
Well, it's like. Do you remember? I think it's also actually weirdly enough 1991, maybe 1990, but the Jaguar XJ220.
Yes.
That came out, and I mean, everybody thought, "What the fuck are you doing, Jaguar?"
Because it was supposed to be a V12 and then they put a 3.5 V6 turbo and they cancelled orders on it. And today
it was the fastest production car in the world for like a month.
I think it was like 211 miles an hour top speed, something
and then
like that.
McLaren brought out the F1,
which is the holy grail of cars.
And then they knocked Jaguar off that little pedestal. You have to look after this car. That's the thing that people have to remember.
This car is constant maintenance. You have to know that with classic cars, and a lot of people, that's why a lot of these are standing. People drive them and think it's a normal everyday car, and it feels like it, but it's not. And maintenance is pertinent to this car. And this guy has definitely maintained the car.
But you can see that in this car. If you look at this car itself.
Shout out to Paul from the Porsche Club, whose car this is, who gave it to us to drive.
Yeah, we
Shout
have
out
to
Paul.
say thanks to Paul. And then we switch to English with our accent.
Some beautiful accent.
I was driving a Hyundai accent over here, and I thought to myself, but what is
a Hyundai?
What is the Hyundai accent? And I realized that this is the beautiful Hyundai accent, because this accent is why I drive my Hyundai accent. I have a Hyundai accent.
I have an accent and I have a Hyundai accent.
What accent is that, my bro?
A Hyundai accent.
That is what it is. But this is I actually enjoyed this. We had obviously quite a bit of fun. We're driving around with the car, and you can just kind of feel the sense of the drive. And I kind of imagine, like, if you drive an old car or a classic car, like if we, let's say for example, we had to drive anything else from 1991, I can imagine that this is also seemingly comfortable. I mean, like, I think it's far better than like a Cressida.
Typically 1991 Cressida would be more comfortable, but that would be it.
I doubt it because I'm like, we're both tall guys and I've got a lot of room.
Yeah,
I'm sitting very comfortably.
We would be looking at competition like the E34 BMW 5
Yes.
Series.
And
There
this
wasn't
is-
really small sports cars that compared to this car
No.
today back in the day. There was the 3 Series
technically,
BMW.
They sold it as it's got 4 seats, but I'm going to be honest that you're not.
Porsche rear seats are never seats.
Yes, it's not seats. It's just really nice trimming.
And you really have to try and set up. Have you seen how upright the seats are, specifically on the back? And even till today, the newest 992 911 turbo.
If you do
Exactly the same.
if you do put your children in the back, you know you must hate them.
The risk is on you.
You must hate them. It's
Yeah.
one of those.
It's a naughty kid.
Ja, kom kinders, kom ry saam pappa. Niks gaan gebeur nie. And then you hit the brakes a bit too hard.